Is now a good time to follow your dreams? Yeah, pretty much. Glory be to God. What is good, y'all? Welcome to or back to another episode of Yeah, Pretty Much, a show where I talk about anything, everything, and nothing for about 10 minutes every Monday. Today, I'm not in my living room, obviously, because I am in Atlanta West Studios with the owner and founder of Atlanta West Studios, Miss Tiffani Hall.
What's up, Garrett Bell?
And I've known Tiffani for it hasn't been a super long time.
No,
it feels like it has.
I know, but it's probably been about 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's almost a high school senior.
Well, for you.
But we worked on all kinds of stuff together professionally, and then I guess we could just tell the whole story. So you were my supervisor at one point at my current job, and we worked on all kinds of stuff then, and you had a whole lot of positions that you had to do at this job, but deep down in the back, I would say you really liked doing production.
Oh, that was my baby. That's what I really wanted to do. Yes. That's why I was always in your business.
Right. I worked in a little off, so we got the main office, and then there's like a little studio.
Yeah.
And Tiffani stayed walking over to the studio. What you working on now? What videos are you working on? And then I was doing videos.
I loved it.
And so it had been a while. We had been working together and things have been going well. But then one day you come up to me and you say, well, I would say even before then, you were just telling me like,
I don't know the story. I'm getting a little nervous. What are you talking about?
You were just telling me like your ideas and like what you like to do, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like you were just telling me like basically everything that we see now, but it was in the baby stages.
Yeah.
So you would just come over and you would tell me a little tidbit this. I'm like, oh, I got this idea for this. I like this. Then you would come and it was way different because I look through my email and I think I look at stuff that I created for you and stuff like that. That compared to where we're at now is way different. So
completely. You know, it evolves.
Right. So, but then there was this one fateful day that you came to me and you were like, I'm going to follow my dreams. And I'm like, okay. All right, that's fine. But,
that sounds like you. Mm-hmm.
Right. So what was going through your head at that time when you were like?
I think at that time I just turned 50 and I'm 51 now. And so I was like, wait a minute. I know people don't generally live to be 100 years old, but in my mind, I was thinking I probably will. And more than likely, I probably will. And so I was thinking, I'm 50. Half of my life is gone. I want to pursue what I really want to do all my life since I was 5. I've wanted to do it. And I dibble and dabbled in it, and I did a little bit here, a little bit there from time to time, but I wanted to be full-time in it. And I had never been full-time in film production, and I wanted to do it full-time. So at that age, I realized it's now or never.
Right. Were you scared or anything? Were you nervous going into it, or were you excited? Like, what was going through your head as far as like emotion?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I was ready. I was excited about it. I was ready to do it. And it had been a long dream. And, I don't know. I'm just one of those people who I feel like do it so you don't have any regrets. Even if it didn't work out, which I knew it would though. But I was like, I have to go for it. I don't want to be 80, 90 years old. I said I was going to live to 100. So sitting with the grandkids saying, well, I really wanted to, but I just never did. No, I want to tell them about, I did it. I went for it. I tried it. And so I wasn't really nervous. I guess the biggest part of me early on, before I even told you, was talking to my husband about it, because I was like, honey, I cooked. And that's kind of rare for me in my house. So I was like, I cooked. He was looking like, And I said, we need to talk. He was like, what's going on? And telling him, I think I was more nervous than anything that I want to walk away from my job completely. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to walk away completely and focus on this and pursue it and do it. And money I have saved up, I want to take that money and put it into the business. And money I had in the market, I want to pull some out and I want to put it in the business. And so I think I was more nervous about that. But once he was like, let's do it, I was like, oh my God, that's why I love that man.
Right. That's really all it takes. Mm-hmm. Like, depending on your situation. Like if you're single, and obviously you have a conversation with yourself. Like, I don't want to leave the job. I do too. Well,
but then you're telling yourself, like, who's going to pay these bills?
Right. But when you're married, it's like all you need is that support from your significant other. And I'm telling you, because we're similar in that aspect. Like, for me, Ashley is the one that's like super. She thinks a lot about everything and she wants to have it all figured out and planned out. Like, well,
she's so responsible.
Right. So I can't come to Ashley without already having it already planned out. Like I got to come to her with like a PowerPoint or something like that. But as soon as she says, go for it,
you're out. Yeah, that's how it was with Wally. And let me tell you, he wanted a plan. He was like, okay, what are we doing? How long will it take? You know, what are your streams of revenue? Where are they coming? You know, how much are we going to put in? He wanted the plan, and I had it all laid out. And once he saw that, he was like, let's do it.
Okay.
So here I am doing it.
So how has it been? How has it been since?
Like, what do you mean?
Since that day that he said, go for it.
Oh, wow. A lot of work because I had to resign and, you know, all of that. And that was tough because I had been with that company, 8 going on 9 years at that time. So it was tough and, you know, but so I had to resign. Then I had to figure out where I was going to, I needed a space to work out of. And initially I didn't find a location. I was just renting locations, and that was tough too because I had to rent in Atlanta and I live in Douglasville. So I had to drive all the way to Atlanta and find places, and it was just a lot with that. And so finally I said, okay, Wally, we need somewhere in Douglasville because I need to do something local and stop hiking it. And so that's how Atlanta West Studios came about.
Right, but you hit on it, but you didn't say what you were renting it out for. You were renting
yeah. Look, he's talking as a director.
Because it didn't just start.
No.
You didn't just go straight to
Atlanta West Studios. No, I didn't.
This isn't the only thing you got going on.
No, I have the Good Matchmaker, which is a show. It's a channel I have on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok it's called The Good Matchmaker, and it's about relationships. So I write short films about relationships, and then I produce it. I hire the cast and crew and do it. And so that's where it started. And I think I shot 4 episodes where I rented locations, and it was a lot. Loading in, lighting, setting up. It was, squeaky beds. Remember that one? Oh, God. Yeah. We didn't have any WD-4, so the bed was going, So we'd be like, don't move until the bed stops squeaking. Don't say a word. Right. And when the bed would stop squeaking, say your lines, but don't move.
and then he stood up one time in the bed, made that post.
Oh my God. I was like, okay, we can't keep doing this. So let's figure out a plan. And I guess after shooting those 4 episodes is when we were looking for Atlanta West during that time, but Wally found this location, and I was nervous at first. I was nervous when he found it and he was like, I got the perfect location. And so, because I originally wanted to do it on our property because we have, some land, but they wouldn't give me a permit for it. So I want to follow the law. So I didn't do it. So I was like, okay, I told him I want to find like 1,500 square feet. That's big enough for us to do this. And he was like, knowing that was not big enough and I would outgrow it so fast, but he was like, oh, okay. So he found this location and was talking to the realtor and everything. And I was like, he brought me over to see it. And I was like, that's too big. How much that thing cost? Who gonna pay for that? And he was like, Tiffani, if you go smaller, you're gonna outgrow it really fast. And he was like, in here, you can make it more of a creative space. And I was thinking, yeah. He was like, you could do podcasts, you could do photography. Come on, go there with me. And I was like, oh, yeah. So I called my sister. I was like, Tanya, we got this space. No. I know what I called. No, I didn't. I said, Tanya, meet me at ... And she was like, okay. And so, because she had moved from North Georgia, Cummings, to this area. And so I said, meet me. And so she was like, okay. So she comes, she looking like, what the world is going on? And I gave her a key. I was like, it's ours. And so we were so excited because I knew, she's a excellent, amazing photographer. So she built out the studio, she designed that, and then I did the podcast with some help, and the production studio, I just needed that to be open space. So my brother's a builder, so he started building sets for me and so forth, and here we are.
And so you touched on it. So you just touched on it a lot. But so you got a podcast where we're at now.
This is the podcast studio. I'm looking around, but yeah, this is it. And we wanted it to be, the sound to be amazing because that's important in a podcast. So we purchased top quality equipment. We have a camera set up because, today people do voice and visual. And so we wanted it to be a place where people can chill out, enjoy, relax, but good quality, equipment.
And it looks nice. And I think it's, since the color scheme is the way that it is, any podcast can come.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, like it can be girly if they want to make it look girly. It can be manly if they want to do it manly. So this is definitely a good place. You got 3 cameras set up. You got Black Magic, so they can switch. Like, I'm sure they've been seeing this whole time. It's been switching between cameras and stuff like that. You will have somebody here to switch between the cameras.
We have an engineer.
And then you would rent this space out to however many hours.
Yeah. All of it's on our website, atlantaweststudios.com. You can rent it out for 1 hour to a full day, and it's on there what the rates are. And our rates are really reasonable, extremely low. And I did that because I really want people to be creative. I want them to make the space available and affordable for people to, even because some people they're thinking about it, but they're nervous and then they don't want to put a whole lot of money in it in case they don't like it. Well, I made it affordable where you can come try it out. See if you like it. And if you like it, hey, it's still affordable. Move forward. If not, you didn't put a whole lot of money into it.
Yeah, and it's definitely worth it in my opinion. No matter, I keep telling you this. I think people need to take advantage of it now because
I know you keep saying that.
I'm just saying. I know how things work. And I know that once people get a hold of it, once people start seeing, because when I first saw it, when we did the, I think it was during the Good Matchmaker premiere.
Oh yeah.
And that was the first time I walked around the entire place, and I saw this. I was like, oh. Man, this is nice right here.
Yeah.
And then, since then, you've added a whole bunch of stuff. So
it just gets better and better because we're able to do more for it once it gets settled, and we have to work the kinks out, So.
And then more recently, the photography studio kind of upgraded from the last time I saw.
Oh yeah, we have different wallpaper backgrounds and different things, and so I said Tan earlier, but it's Tanya. But Tanya, that's her thing. She's big on props and so forth. She right now she's set up for a Christmas special. She's given, it's a promotion where families are able to come in and take a Christmas picture with the Christmas tree and presents and fireplace and all that good stuff. And you receive a free picture. And if you want additional, you can purchase those. But I think that's great to offer that to the community.
Yeah, it is. And by the time this comes out, it'll only be one day for now.
Yeah, I got you.
So this will be out on, it's obviously Monday that you're watching this. So this Saturday coming up they're having another one of those. So she'll be taking pictures on that Saturday. So everybody who's watching this now should definitely come.
That's right.
West Studios and get their one free family photo, and then also look around. Look around the studio.
Check us out.
You know what I'm saying? And then book Miss. Can I call her Tan? I know you said Tanya, but can I call her Tan?
No.
So Tanya.
Tanya to you? No, I'm just kidding.
Book Miss Tanya for other stuff, because I'm not lying when I say when you come in here, you don't want to just do one thing. Like, everything, and you're just like, I want to do something in there. I want to do something
and that's the vibe we were going for. So I'm happy to hear you say that.
Because didn't you say someone's renting it out? Or like you can rent out the space?
Oh, yeah. So you can rent out the space, the whole space. Well, it comes with the photography and the production stage, and it doesn't come with the podcast. But we have a young lady who her son is having an 18th birthday party, and she rented out the production stage, the photography, and also the podcast. So she's going to, he's having a birthday party, his 18th birthday party. He's launching his brand and that type of thing. So he's going to do a podcast while he's here. They have a photographer coming in. They're going to take pictures. They're going to have food. They're going to have a DJ. So it's exciting. It's a creative space for all type of creative things.
And that's perfect where we're at now, where everybody is trying to create some kind of content or some kind of, and this is like a one-stop shop for all that. So let's say you do have a podcast, you could record it like how we're recording it now. You got the audio, so you can put it on iTunes, Spotify.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can take the recorded video, put that on the YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Then if you need a cover, like the artwork for the podcast,
that's right,
to the photography studio, take a picture, some professional pictures, and then that could be the cover art. So like a lot of times for podcasts, and I see you have 4 microphones here.
Yep, we have it set up for 4.
Right. So a lot of times it'll be like a person and a host, and then they'll bring people in, right? So let's say me and you were the host of this podcast, and then we have 2 guests that are on the show with us as well. Then every time we have a guest, we can go into the photo studio and take pictures with the guests.
That's right.
Post that on social media.
That's right.
For promotion.
I love that.
Like, guess who we got on the show today? And then you got pictures in there. You got the studio in here. And then where else can we go with this? I'm trying to think of like a whole...
Hey, well, if you want to shoot a video, do a production video of, promote something. Like one young lady, we have a meeting with them, and I think she has a book or something, and we're going to do a commercial for her book or, those type of things. Anything is possible because it's a wonderful creative space, and that's what it was created for. We have it so that creatives can come in here and do what? Create. Creatives can create.
And it's in Douglasville, which is growing as far as production. So you are really like a trailblazer in that kind of sense, where this place has kind of like been, when I think of Douglasville, I think of Six Flags.
Oh, really?
That's the first thing that comes to my head. And that's it.
Probably other people in Atlanta think the same thing.
Right. But you said there's a production studio.
Oh, yes. There's a major production studio going up. I mean,
studios. You got this right here. You got that. And you still got Six Flags.
Of course. And that belongs to us, yeah.
And so when Douglasville grows and, it gets bigger and bigger, I feel like this will be one of the spots that people think of when they think of Douglasville.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you for saying that. I hope so. That's what we hope. We're hoping.
And then there's amenities around here, right?
Oh, yeah. We got Thumbs Up next door. And people know Thumbs Up because they're all throughout the city. Great restaurant, diner. And then we have Buggy Busters, which is big. And that used to be the old Walmart there. So that's a huge space there as well. And then, I mean, it's just so many wonderful businesses in this complex.
And then speaking of it being a complex, that means that the parking.
The parking is amazing because it's just open. And so we have plenty of parking. That will never be an issue.
Right. And that's when people
free parking.
When people are thinking about booking something, that's definitely a thought. Like, what's the parking going to be like there?
Oh no, free parking. Yeah.
Gotcha. And so you got good parking, you got amenities. I know there's a Chick-fil-A up the street.
Oh yeah, Burger King. It was a lot of restaurants. I mean, we're right here on the strip, so there are a lot of restaurants here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then we've touched on a little bit of everything, but I do want to touch on the fact that you guys have acting classes as well, right?
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. I absolutely love the acting classes. Right now we have them Sundays. We have for youth and for adults, and we have so much fun in there. We have this great acting coach. He's a friend of mine from Atlanta. From Los Angeles. We knew each other in Los Angeles. I moved here first, and then he moved here. So we've been friends for over 20 years. But he is amazing. And he's also currently still acting and auditioning. So he's still in it, and he's an amazing teacher.
Got you. And when you all book people to act, you're setting them up for auditions as well, right?
We help them get auditions. And of course, it's a way for me to cast for the Good Matchmaker. And so that's a way for me to find talent as well.
So you're teaching people. So you set up a creative space. So they're giving people opportunities to come and do whatever they want to do creatively. Then you're setting it up to where people can have a venue to have whatever their event is. If they want to shoot, like you said, a commercial or something like that. So you're giving them opportunities. Now you're talking about, you got people that can do photo shoots and product placement kind of things and things like that. Then now we have acting courses so people can learn how to act and then go out and become actors and actresses and stuff like that. But one thing that I didn't think about until literally just now is the Good Matchmaker, which is your child, your baby.
Oh, that's my baby.
But that's also setting people up because that's giving already established or wanting to be established actors and actresses an opportunity to come and get some acting credits and stuff.
Yes.
So like literally everything that you're doing is helping other people become whatever, and it's also helping you.
Yeah. And that's what's important to me. That was important to be able to give back. I was talking to one of the parents of the young actors in the class, and I was explaining to her that since I was 5, I would sit in front of the TV, and when the news was on, and I would repeat what the news broadcaster was saying because I wanted to be on TV. And I thought, I wasn't really thinking acting at the time. I was thinking I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a news broadcaster. And I remember when I was ready to go to college, my mom said, "Girl, you can't study that. You need something. You're going to get a real job in." So I was like, "That's what I want." Girl, no, get a real job. So study something else. And so I ended up going into computer science, but that I haven't used other than the logic of it. And so, because I haven't coded anything, but I would have been, I know early on, if it was available to me, I would have been in arts. So I want to do it early and make it available for kids here, as well as adults who had dreams about it. I had a man come in here he didn't tell me his age, but I knew he was in his 70s. And he said, "I've always wanted to be an actor." And I said, "Well, do it, because it's never too late." And he was like, "Can I get the information about the acting classes? My wife and I are going to do it together." Blew me away.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
So that goes along with what we're talking about. It's never too late. It's really never too late to do whatever it is. Now, I do want to ask, so do you think, because I know timing is everything. Whenever you do anything in God's timing, it'll work out. You know?
Yes.
Now, do you think it works well at this age more than it would have worked when you first wanted to do it? Like, let's say when you were, so you say since you were 5, right? What if instead of doing the computer science and all that kind of stuff, what if you started chasing your dreams then as opposed to now? Do you think it would have been any different?
Oh, it would have been much better, and I would have been further along.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Because I would have grown up in it. And so I think, and as long as I had people around me, to help me and guide me in the right direction, then I think it would have been much better. But I would say, because I'm saying as a kid growing up in it, but now, if I started when I was like 21, no.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, I was wild. So
Your mind wasn't.
No.
And I feel like a lot of people, when they do start, their mind is.
Yeah, I wasn't in a good place to be talking about anything like that.
Because you're going to succeed now that your mind is in the right
place,
as opposed to back then. Like the energy might be there, but the mindset isn't there. Mm-mm. And I remember you told me if you did start earlier, you would have more energy.
Let me tell you, I would have had more. Now, I'm not saying I'm crippled or, something's wrong right now. And when I say crippled, I mean something, I can't get around mobility challenges or issues. But I don't have those. But I'm saying I was full of energy, as we all were. In our 20s, even my 30s were amazing. And when I hit 50, it was like, I want to stay up and do that, but I'll just wait and get up early in the morning and do it, Like I'm not hanging out at night like I was. So it's a little different. I wish I had the energy that I had in my 20s and 30s.
But I feel like an advantage to doing it at an older stage in life is, and I've said this before, but I feel like there's more respect. Like the outside world respects older people than they do younger people. Even though in this generation and in this where we're at now, young people are pretty much, they got it on lock.
They run this online and they have it.
But that's online. If you want to get like to where you're at now.
You're saying with the location, building,
People aren't going to take you serious because of what you were saying. Like they automatically assume your mind isn't in a good place. They're like, oh, they're going to be in and out of here in like a week or so. And they might be right because I feel like the younger generation, we move really, really quick.
Yeah.
You'll be into something one day and then be like, I'm not.
It is not the right thing for me. I'm just going to switch. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I actually personally think it's better to wait. It's better to wait a little bit. And
for me, it was.
Yeah. And being married and having a support system, I think that's very important too.
Oh, it's crucial, especially with children. We have 3 children, so it's crucial. We have one in college. She's a 3rd year at Clark HBCU family. And then we have a high school senior and a high school freshman. So there's still some parenting that needs to be done. So I need the support. So it was good to have that great support.
Yeah. So I feel like we've touched a little bit of everything. And
all right, let me get my little promo in there. If you want to take Christmas pictures,
you got one more.
Come on, you better call us. Go on the website, Atlanta West Studios, send us an email or call. Just call. That's the easiest way to do it. Just give us a call. And then also, if you want to take acting classes, go on the website, Atlanta West Studios with an S.com. And read about it. You can see pictures, images of what we have going on here. And then if you're in the Douglasville area, just come by and see it. Take a tour, look around. I think if you're creative, we have something for you here.
I agree. And what if somebody wants to be on the Good Matchmaker?
Oh, wow. Well, if you're interested in the Good Matchmaker, which Garrett is our director, and he is amazing, then just send an email to casting at Tiffany Productions, ETIPHANY Productions with an S.com. And we will respond to you if you want to be involved.
And please, everybody that's listening to this that lives in Georgia, you don't only have to live in Douglasville, because I don't live in Douglasville. And
I know you drove.
I drove out here, so you can drive out here. Everybody that's listening, please just check it out.
Check us out. Yeah.
Black-owned business.
Yes, please check us out and support us.
And the photographer is also Black, and that's a Black-owned business as well. So
yeah,
if that matters to you, which I'm sure it does, then come out here, check it out. And I know everybody that's watching this is creative in some form or fashion, and there's a little bit of everything for you to do here. And I almost forgot to mention this, they got snacks. So
Lord have mercy. Those are, look, we do not have open bar snacks. That's Garrett goes into our stash, and between Garrett and Wally, my husband, they eat all the snacks up. But okay, we do not have a snack bar.
But they do have free parking. So.
Free parking, that's right.
So definitely come check it out, and thank you, Tiffani.
No, can I say thank you to you for just everything? I mean, the Good Matchmaker is definitely my baby, and I was looking for someone to help me with that and be a director and take it to the next level. And you are absolutely perfect for it. I mean, you give it life and things that I don't see, you see. And it's amazing, and how you take that script and just give life to it. So thank you very much for being a part of it. And I can't wait till we start shooting. We're talking about shooting a Christmas special. So stay on the lookout for that, people. But all the episodes you can go and watch on YouTube or Facebook, The Good Matchmaker. We have gone viral on Facebook, so please go check it out. And then just know that Garrett was the director for all of those, and he did an amazing job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And everybody, the links will be in the description below, so you'll be able to check everything out. The studio, the Good Matchmaker, all the stuff that Tiffani discussed, I'll put it in the description below. And until next time, I love y'all. God love y'all. Peace.
Peace. Thank you.
Yeah. I know God working. I know God working. Ay. Yeah. I know God working. I know God working. I know God working. I know God